What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be giving you a little tour of my comic book display rack here in the podcast room. Let's get into it. So first up, we have these three columns here. These are all Dan Mora covers. Dan Mora is one of my favorite artists of all time, so I try to pick up every Dan Mora cover that I can. Let's go through some of my favorites. He did a huge cover run on Nightwing where he had covers for pretty much every single issue. I even have a couple of them signed. He was on a roll with some of the most iconic Nightwing covers I've ever seen. And you can't forget his work on World's Finest, not just on A covers and interiors, but also variants like this signed Jerry Seinfeld Comedians in Cars variant for World's Finest #1. He's also did big titles like Justice League Unlimited and the Absolute Power crossover event. Dan Mora's the GOAT. Now moving over to these two columns, which are all variant covers from one of my favorite variant cover artists, David Nakayama, aka DNA. Let me show you a couple of them. While he does do variant covers for a lot of different series, he does a lot of variants specifically for Harley Quinn and Wonder Woman, which is pretty cool. But he's also done his fair share of Marvel and indie, like these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle covers that I did get all signed, which was pretty freaking cool. And they did them in their colors. And finally, my last column here, and another one of my top 3 artists of all time. This is Jorge Jimenez's section. Not only is he currently the artist on Batman, and arguably one of the best Batman artists of all time, but he's done so many variant covers for characters like Superman, Zatanna, Tim Drake. Jorge is one of my favorite artists of all time. Action-packed, dynamic, love Jorge. But yeah, those are just some of the comics I have displayed here on my comic book shelf in our podcast room. Hope y'all enjoy.